It's Martin dealing with Wagner. Suggs to the corner. Carter gets the step and slams. Wendell Carter Jr. Swing it. Howard, extra. Carter missed it at the rim, but follows it and punches it down.
Good defense by Payne, right? He did his job. And now Wagner missed it, but the follow by Wendell Carter.
Butler makes the catch and attacks. Great reach in by Gary Harris to dislodge the ball. Another breakout for the Magic and a Wendell Carter Jr. dunk. Orlando team beat trailing by 11. A little more than 8 minutes left, third quarter. Wendell Carter Jr., how does that happen?
Kia Center packed for the home opener. Banchero calling for it. Draws a double team, throws it down low. Carter sends it in. Tallest man on the floor for them is 6'8" Cameron Johnson. Cole Anthony for three, no good. An offensive rebound by Carter. He muscles it back in.
You know, it's a lot of those for me, Bob.
Yes.
A lot of those for me.
Yes, there are. Anthony Black into the game. He drives the lane, and Wendell Carter flushes down the miss.
And Caro with the ball. Now they run two men at him. He finds Caldwell Pope. Down low to Carter. The fake and the dunk. The double team on Paolo Banchero opens up everything else. Rebound Banchero. Lobs it up. Swatted away by Nesmith. Suggs kept it alive. Carter, this time, he makes sure.
This is really investing in this core that made its first playoff in 4 years last year. Suggs, nice pass off to Carter. Giddey tried to close. Carter jams it in. Looking for Banchero. He threw it right to Phillips. Can the Bulls run now? Levine had it just taken away by Jalen Suggs, and Carter with the dunk. Suggs just stripped that ball out of the hands of Levine. Now two big threes. Bulls are 8 of 20 now. It's Carter flying in.
Again, team defense, you cannot vacate until he picks his dribble up.
Put it down, spinning. Franz Wagner, that is. No good. Long rebound. And Wagner comes away with it. And a finish on the alley-oop for Carter.
Wendell to Suggs. Back to the cutting. Carter. One-handed jam. Wendell Carter Jr.
Wagner lobbing it up to Carter for the flush. Keep an eye on Suggs.
Now he seems to be moving fairly well.
Yeah, seems okay. Suggs, okay there as he floats it to Carter, although you see him still
Start to get a lather that he'll start to loosen up, but it doesn't look stable, Graham. Just watching him move, and he's giving it a go. As Carter, nice feed from the wing there by Carter.
Langston has it. Cross court to Silva. Bounces it to Carter. He drops the hammer.
We can put all that to bed, but how about that? The conditions that Goga has overcome, and now he's playing in this game for all of his native Georgia to watch here today. This is awesome.
Wow, that's a great story.
Well, the Magic get a stop on the first possession of Brooklyn in the second half. By the way, Cole Anthony is starting the second half. Nice feed to Silva to Carter for a dunk.
A heavy favorite in the conversation, right?
Runner-up last year. Carter catches it in the crowd and dunks it in.
Throws it right up to the rim.
Those are the only shots Dern will take.
Yep.
Right there at the rim. Bataze finds Wendell Carter Jr. for the flush.
Shot clock inside 10. Anthony probing after a screen from Carter Jr. goes inside to the big man for a jam.
That was all Anthony.
One of the nicest guys in the world, but man, is he physical on the floor. Yeah. Isaiah Stewart. Lob inside to Carter Jr. He got behind everybody. They didn't even see him, and he jammed it.
Cole Anthony with it, along with Isaac, Howard, Jet Howard, and Wendell Carter Jr. with a slam dunk.
Three-point line, back to Corey Joseph. Jet Howard will drive it into the lane. Nice feed to Carter. Pump fakes and stuffs it in. Saw a three-point lead. Prevalent Queen. Jet Howard fakes the three. Drives into the lane, lobs it up. Carter throws it down.
Wendell on Julius Randle.
Girth against girth. And some big-time girth going up top for a two-handed dunk.
Anthony Black making a terrific pass.
Minnesota has gone on a 12-3 run. Silent Queen challenging and dunked in by Carter.
For periods of time before Jalen Suggs went down, and then Anthony ended up in the starting lineup as Carter.
Orlando looks to reclaim the lead. They led most of the first half. Anthony, boy, got shoved in the back, but Carter is there for the rebound and the stuff. 46% of his field goal attempts are dunks.
Yep.
There's a dunk at the other end, an easy one for Wendell Carter Jr.
It was a great touch by Frank. Hey, we missed that one too.
We are down to under a minute left. Banchero will drive right up. Carter with the dunk. That's a little icing on the cake for the Magic.
He shot that like a point guard that's shooting 40% from the three-point line and saw the mistake happen as the Blazers make a mistake defensively and give up two there. And over the course of the fourth quarter, you can cut a minute off the game depending on how that opponent responds.
5 or 6 possessions, loose ball, found by Carter for the dunk. They're finishing the quarter well here. Silva barely kept the pivot foot down, and Cole Anthony missing there and hammered home by Wendell Carter.
I'm on that list, but my percentage is way lower than those guys. I was clanking it compared to those guys. They just stay around the rim.
Nice pass from Wagner to find Wendell Carter inside.
Chris Marlowe, Scott Hastings, Vic Lombardi. Nuggets at home, trying to take advantage of a weary Orlando team.
Looking for Carter, but Sohan, good job fronting him. Wagner on the attack, dumps it down inside, and it's dunked in by Wendell. Wagner with it after the miss by Castle. He'll drive again, dump it to Carter for the two-handed jam. Black again. They're going to penetrate inside. Gives to Carter. Harris, skip pass back to Wendell for the dunk. Miscommunication by Atlanta. Magic take advantage. Queen had a notion for three. Black lobs it up. Carter dunks it with one hand.
Banchero off the screen.
Wagner. Back to Banchero. Hollow lobs it and Carter dunks.
There's such a thing when it comes to Dre.
Wagner. Daniels did a good job to get a hand up. Wendell Carter moves inside and dunks.
12 on the line, 26 of 38. Franz Wagner gets into the middle, challenging, now lobs it up high to Carter for two. Fires it cross court to Anthony. Three-point shot, no good. Carter fights for the rebound. He can't get to the line. Rejected by Jackson. Magic inbound with the Grizzlies up by 7. Wagner drawing a lot of attention. Drives, wraparound pass to Wendell Carter Jr. Son on the bench most of the time, but boy, he is coming up big in the third quarter. Carter made a great move, but he missed the shot. Got it back. He makes sure of that time. Paolo back again, out top to Anthony. Fakes and drives down the middle. Lobs it up. Carter throws it down. Pretty soft defense by Washington.
Rashawn Holmes just in no man's land.
Now
Me and left go.
You 3D, nothing.
I feel bad for 3D. He's not getting any love.
I'm just going to say, though, Lefko, there's a lot of jealousy here in...
The Magic did make a move late stages of the second quarter. Banchero up top, and it's thrown down by Carter.
Not back out there.
Orlando a chance to take the lead. And they run a beautiful play with Banchero feeding Wendell Carter Jr. to give the Magic the lead. An offensive rebound by De Silva. Banchero going to work against Jonathan Mobo. Good dish. The dunk by Carter puts the Magic in the lead.
Banchero drives, kicks. Anthony trying to make it a two-possession game. He does. What a dish to Carter.
You and I were talking about it before the game. Paolo Banchero could have a big night tonight.
He should, David. Much like Toronto, they just don't have the size to compete with him. How about that work on the offensive glass?
Getting has really been good of late since the All-Star break. Wagner on the line. Carter flushes it in, and a foul.
Mismatch against Garland. Snakes the screen, and Wagner couldn't get it to go. Carter inside, gathers, and punches it. Banchero gets the switch, and now Hunter gets back on him. Carter Jr. says it with his chest.
22-year-old Alperen Şengün. Nice. Wendell Pope inside. No good, but stuffed in by Carter.
That's great movement along the baseline.
The March averaging over 30 a game. Another kick out to Wagner. Gets 2 feet in the paint and throws up a lob to Carter.
Those are 3 bigs. Everybody 6'10 plus. Just meeting Big Bub, I feel like I've known him for years, Chris, and it's just not just a loss for their family, but I think to the
Banchero up top, guarded by Jackson Hayes, fires the pass to Carter. Caldwell Pope back to Wendell. One power dribble, he hammers it down. Caldwell Pope backs it out. Nice bounce pass in. Carter with the dunk, and the Magic build the lead back to 14. Gary Harris is in for the Magic as well. The lob for Carter, puts it in. Over the head dunk by Wendell. A 9-point lead. Wagner, double team. Down low, Wendell flushes it in.
Alex coming off of last night's game where he had 15, but Drew, he hit 100 threes. The youngest to do it ever in NBA history for a center.
Now that's that paint softener I was talking about right there.
55%. Wendell Carter collects the lob from Wagner.
1 of 2 free throws. His first trip to the line tonight. But they're still shooting 61% and better than that.
They're also picking the zone apart.
Right. So Hawk gets another after hitting the 3 and the extra pass and an easy one inside. And that's after a make.
Too easy.
Franz guarded by Dyson Daniels. Backing him in. Left-handed shot. Might have been partially deflected, but Carter is there to clean it up. 1-point lead for the Magic with the ball. Wagner, beautiful crossover. Bounce pass to Carter. Throws it down with 2 hands. His mom, one of the great all-time players at University of Washington, said, "You got to rebound better, pal." He said, "Yes, ma'am." He is doing it. Banchero lobs, Carter dunks. Give the assist to Banchero.
Orlando with the shot to start the third from Tristan De Silva. They get the ball back. Carter goes up, puts it in, and a foul on Wallace.